kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some Filo pastry cups. They're extremely easy to make, very expensive to buy. So let's get started. In here I've got about 150 grams of melted butter. I've got 2 bun trays here that I am greasing well. I've used my spray on this, and then I'm just going to make sure that they're completely covered, because what will happen otherwise is your Filo pastry will stick to the bottom of these. You can fill these with anything, literally anything. You can do sweet or you can do savoury. I'm doing savoury today. Now you need 5 sheets of Filo, and this is so thin. This is my only issue, is trying to get the Filo pastry in one piece, which isn't really that important. So we've got 1 sheet, and all we need to do is butter this with the melted butter, and then put another sheet on top. We're going to do 5 sheets of Filo pastry. So just make sure you've got this covered. There we go. And then on goes the next one. Ooh, try and fit it without breaking it. There we go. I'm just going to move that. There we go. Look at that. Did it? I have had a couple of comments on Facebook about scamming, that I've not really had a stroke. I just want to say that I have. I had a series of 3 strokes over the course of 3 months, and I lost the whole of my left side. I still have left side weakness, and I can only use one arm. I definitely am not scamming you. I do my videos because I really enjoy the therapy of cooking, and I want to show you anybody that's got physical difficulties that you can do this. You can have a go. Most of my recipes are really easy to do. And I always do recipes where they can be done with one hand, simply because I don't have 2 to use. But I don't tend to go on about stroke in my videos, because anybody can make these. You don't have to have had a stroke to watch my videos. These are mainstream videos. I just happen to have had a stroke and can only use one hand. Now I'm going to just have a look, because those holes are about 7 centimetres, so I want them about 10. So I'm just going to mark this into squares, because it won't cut at this stage. There we go. Will I get another one? Maybe. There we go. They look quite good, don't they? So we're going to mark these down into fairly equal squares. I'll have a bit left over on the edge, I think. Then, taking a sharp knife, I'm going to cut through these layers. Make sure you cut all the way through. I'm trying not to wreck and yet another mat here. And then across. So we're just making squares. So here's our squares, ready to go. All we have to do is pick up our square, place it sort of fairly central on here, and then using our fingers poke it down. And make sure you get it into those edges. Literally. Oh, centralise it. put it in and squidge it out. I mean, you can always rearrange those once they're in. Oh, next. And you just keep working your way across these until you've got them done. I'm going to carry on doing this and I'll see you when they're ready to bake. Okay, so here they go. They're my Filo cups. Now some of my cups are slightly better than others, but you get the gist. Now, these are going to go in a preheated oven at 180 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes. Now, I want these to be really golden brown because they're not having another bake at all. 18 to 20 minutes until they're golden brown and crisp. I'll see you when these are cooked. Well, my little pockets are cooked. As you can see, they're really crispy, they're brown, they're looking beautiful. Now I'm going to leave them in the tins for this because I'm going to make a filling and then I'm going to grill the tops. I'm going to start off with 150 grams of cream and cheese. This is so easy to do, it's untrue. Now I've chopped 1 green pepper. This will give a little bit of texture. I've also chopped 4 tiny tomatoes, but you can do just one and de-seed as much as you can. I have here a little bit of mustard seed. If you haven't got that, then just put mustard in, a spoonful of mustard. Here I have my Cajun seasoning and I'm going to put about a teaspoonful, a little bit more. There we go. I want a few drops of Worcester sauce going in. Here I have my crab meat going in. Now I'm using tinned crab. I think it's much maligned. You can use fresh crab if you want to with pieces. I prefer to use that. Now I'm going to put just a little squidge of mayonnaise in there, literally about a tablespoonful, and that's it. Now I'm just going to mix all of this together because this is my basic seasoning for this. Guess who forgot to put the lights on, so I'm hoping you actually saw some of that. So I've now got all of my mix together here. Beautiful. And that looks wonderful. All those beautiful colours in the bowl. Pop that to one side for a minute because now I have 50 grams of panko. That's just breadcrumbs. You can use your own homemade breadcrumbs if you want to. That's fine too, but toast them. And I've got a handful of cheese. I'm using a mix of mozzarella and emmental, but you can very easily use cheddar. Cheddar gives you a really nice flavour on these. And I'm just going to mix that together because that's going to be our topping when we're finished. So, some pieces of equipment I really need. And these ice cream scoops are one of them because it makes it so easy for me to do these. It really does. Right, fill these to just about halfway. Oh, I can taste that Cajun. Beautiful. So that's one whole tray full filled. And the ingredients I've given you will be enough for one whole tray. Now, I put my cheesy panko mix on top, like this. Okay, so here we go. These are ready now, and all I'm going to do is pop these under the grill for a few minutes for this cheese and panko to brown off. Well, look at these. Don't they look absolutely wonderful? I filled these and I've grilled them and they're nice and crisp on top. That looks wonderful. These little shoals here are crisp as anything, and I'm going to be reserving these because they last for weeks if you keep them in an airtight container. Now these are some that I made 2 weeks ago. Look at that, brilliant. And all I've done is layered them between kitchen paper, just very carefully, and put them in this airtight tin. They will keep for the 2 weeks. So if you want to make these ahead, if you're having a buffet or if you're having guests over or you want them for a starter, you want to fill them with sweet stuff, this is the way to do it. Just put a layer of paper and then you can store these and just fill them as you want with whatever you want. There's nothing further to do than to try one of these. So crispy and light. It's wonderful. I'm going to put this here and it's going to absolutely fall to bits probably, but oh my. That is so fresh and gorgeous. I could eat all of these. And how easy was that? This is totally a cost-effective way of doing this because Filo pastry cups are so expensive. Now, I'm not brilliant at presentation, I'm not brilliant at any sort of decoration, but my goodness me, they wouldn't last 2 minutes on my buffet table, I can tell you that for nothing. But I have got to tell you that this recipe that I've done today for filling is to die for. It's fresh and light. Funnily enough, it tastes a bit like summer. I highly recommend it. Well, if you liked what you saw, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.